Okay, so before we talk about what a constitution is, let's first explain why we need one. Let's start by looking at the fundamental things we all need as human beings. These are a voice in the decisions that affect our lives, material well-being such as food, shelter, and education, security and protection from violence or discrimination, and recognition and respect as individuals and communities. To help meet these needs, people create governments and delegate powers to them to exercise for the common good of society. The problem, though, is that while governments need powers to perform their functions, history tells us again and again that power without limits can lead to corruption, dictatorship, and oppression. Free, fair, and regular elections might help ensure good government. They allow people to select who they want in power, and over time, to vote out those who perform badly. But we also need some basic rules to control how that power is used, so that those who win elections still have to respect your rights and promote your interests, rather than using power for their own benefit. Just as in a game of football, there have to be rules and a referee. So in a democracy, there must be rules by which all the players are bound. These rules are provided in a constitution. The constitution is a law, but it's not just an ordinary law. A constitution is a supreme law that establishes, organizes, and empowers the government and determines how other laws are made and implemented.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, a very good day. I'm from Group 7 and my group member is myself is Eva Suhaya Subari, Aman Mohsen, and Mazuki Shahidan. So today I want to present assignment right granted to the citizen under the Federal Constitution and the restitutions. So my executive summary, political ideology is being described as a set of idea, belief, value, and opinion, and a current pattern which occupies deliberately as well animated over providing plan of action or of public policy making in attempt to justify, expand, contents, or change the social and political arrangement and a process of political community. Okay, the philosophy of political ideology is a flow of human political thought and understanding based on complex theory of and political ideology. Malaysian is democratic country based on the British Westminster parliamentary system and Malaysia ideology is rukun negara. The implementation and a society of this democratic system is outcome of a missing and theory of political philosophy and many concepts of political ideology. So this unshakable atmosphere has encouraged the formation of many political parties and affiliation among the Malaysia based on their political ideology. We have a 9 right granted under the Federal Constitution to all Malaysians. Article 5. Article 5, liberty of the person. This means the right to livelihood and the right to have a quality life. Article 6, slavery and forced labor prohibit all form and forced labor or prohibit, but the parliament may by law provide to compulsory service of national purpose. Article 7, protection against a retrospective criminal law and repeat trial, better known as a double jeopardy. Article 8, equality. This article provides that all persons are equal before the law and entitled to equal protection of the law. Article 6, prohibition of banishment and freedom of movement. An article that guarantees our freedom of movement in the country. Article 10 is freedom of speech, assembly, and a society. This article made up freedom of speech and expressions, the right to peaceful assembly, and the right from the society. Article 11 is freedom of religion. This article protects the right of every individual to proceed and practice his religion. Article 12, right in respect of education. This article provides there shall be not discrimination against any citizen on ground and or of religion, race, descent, or place of birth. And lastly, Article 13, right to property. This guarantees the right of any individual to own property unless stipulated otherwise by the law. So the next will be continue Mazuki.
What are my rights? We love our freedom of speech to voice out our opinion and idea as per Article 10 of the Federal Constitution. But this expression must not touch any issues deemed sensitive as identified by the Parliament in Article 10 form. Sedition Act 1948 is often mistaken for curbing the freedom of speech. We need to know where the line is between the freedom of expression and inciting to the create chaos. A mere mirage. Freedom of speech or expression in Malaysian is not absolute but subject to reasonable restriction. We still can express ourselves whenever we want, but there is a matter of responsibility to it. Freedom of speech is not freedom to lie, nor freedom to incite. Next, Amal for conclusion.
So for the last slide for the conclusion, I will continue. For the conclusion, will the Act is excellent in protecting the amicable environments. Malaysia. One thing that's legal, there are no parties who can the government action in the case of abuse. Although the right of freedom of expression is guaranteed by the government constitution, there are a few logical restrictions set by the governments. The freedom of expression and ideas must be followed by the responsibility to avoid political instability and strengthen national security. So that's all for the group for the presentation. And thank you.
I should fuck her in the Benz.